that he is cooperating with investigators. The NPA says it is also looking at improving security for prosecutors and strengthening internal quality control measures to prevent a similar situation in the future. Meanwhile, the authority says it has now received written reasons from former Chief Magistrate Tule Tutonjeni in support of her contempt of court ruling against Ndaba. The prosecuting authority says it supplemented its grounds of appeal and is now waiting for a date to be set for the leave to appeal application. Monkey Ziko, Eyewitness News, Johannesburg.
And lastly, Kenyan President William Ruto has arrived in South Africa on a state visit. President Cyril Ramaphosa will lead SA's delegation to the official talks with Ruto, where discussions will center around bilateral, multilateral, economic and regional and continental issues. The presidency says the official talks will be followed by a business forum. Kenya is one of South Africa's largest trading partners in Africa, outside of the Southern African Development Community. A cloudy day in Gauteng tomorrow with isolated showers and thundershowers expected. Temperatures will drop to overnight lows of between 4 and 6 degrees and peak at highs of 19 and 20 degrees. Noluthando Ngeno, Eyewitness News.
EWN, in touch, in tune and independent. For the latest, visit ewn.co.za or download the EWN app.
Comfort ends where Marawa Sports Worldwide begins.
But why do you insist, though, that his fatigue, not money, is the issue? Listen very, very carefully. In fact, put the sound on full blast.
Listen properly.
People have to understand that I am an honest man. I am an honest man. I'm not, like I said, I'm not chasing contracts. The difference between me and some other coaches, I don't want to be arrogant. I don't need money because I played 17 years football. I can choose. I have the choice, to continue or to stop. And if you are tired, it's not honest to go for another season. I am just an honest coach that's saying the things from his deepest of his heart. People have to understand that I am a human being. I am not a robot. It's just to be honest with people. That's it. And I just want to be honest with people.
All right, so what do you think is going on here? The coach says he is tired. He doesn't need the money. Cartel.
I'm just being honest.
I am an honest man.
I'm just being honest.
I am an honest man.
I'm just being honest. If it's shaking sport, we are already on it.
As we head off to Pachuca, Nina Wantlogo.
I see quite a number of teams now, especially this week. They are playing games, but they are playing them behind closed doors because they don't want people to actually see what they are up to. So it's a business end of the preparations for the tournament. Everybody is guarded. Everybody doesn't want people to know what they are up to. And a lot of what the people say, yeah, we are dangerous. We are considered a wild card. They understand that we are a highly talented team. We've got great players. We have a great technical team. They can't, under any circumstances, take us lightly. We're not the team we were a few years ago. We certainly are not.
#MSW.
Now joining us is former Banyana team manager Fran Hilton Smith. And how well do you think, Fran, we're going to do at this World Cup?
Well, it's not going to be easy. I've learned there's no weak team in football anymore. The ball is round. It depends on what happens on the day. So we must wish the boys the best.
Are we going to crack that getting out of the group stage finally?
Well, we hope so. I think it's possible. We have some great players.
8 days to glory. The tackles, the tears, the trophy lift. It's closer than you think. Start your chance now. This is your warning shot. Be here. Don't miss it.
Hey, Soccer Nights on a Wednesday. Coach Lehlohonolo Seema is my guest, is here in studio already. So any questions that you want to throw at him, feel more than free. They did not get relegated. They were not fighting relegation. They didn't get into the top 8. So a pretty clean one for a first time out for the former SuperSport United outfit. So what questions do we have for him? It's going to be a very interesting conversation. So stick around right here to #MSW. Marawa Sports Worldwide, proudly brought to you by Hollywood Bets.
Let's go! The moments you remember. The games you can't forget.
Marawa Sports worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM.
Powered by Hollywood Bets.
Oh, how many days to go?
8 days to glory. The tackles, the tears, the trophy lift. It's closer than you think. Start your chance now. This is your warning shot. Be here. Don't miss it.
Oh, well, seeing that we're so close to the World Cup and the kickoff, this is the World Cup update right here on hashtag MSW, powered by Rexona. It won't let you down. All right, with that said, hey, the countdown is almost over. We're running out of numbers now. The biggest sporting spectacle on the planet is just days away. And across Africa, hopes, dreams, expectations are riding on the shoulders of the continent's finest of footballers. And that's why tonight we're going to be turning slightly our attention to one of Africa's most exciting and fascinating World Cup stories. Four-time African champions Ghana, the Black Stars, have named their final 26-man squad for the FIFA World Cup, and blending experience, leadership and exciting new talent as they prepare for battle on football's grandest of stages. So Man City's red-hot striker Antoine Semenyo makes the cut, though, after a sensational season, while the veteran captain Jordan Ayew will lead the squad, featuring all sorts of household names and World Cup newcomers alike. I mean, can Ghana recreate, guys, the magic of 2010, the quality, you talk about the pedigree, the pressure. Can they recreate the magic of that 2010 stint? I mean, do the Black Stars have enough quality, depth, character to survive one of the tournament's toughest groups? Well, to help us unpack Ghana's chances, analyze Carlos Queiroz's final squad selection, and also assess what African football fans can realistically expect from the Black Stars in North America, we're joined by one of the continent's most respected football voices. And joining us now is the man who had all the energy the last time. I'm sure he still has it right now again. Gary Elsmith, live from Ghana. African football journalist as well as an analyst on Sporty TV. Gary, thanks for your time. Good evening.
Good evening, Robert. Thank you for having me.
Sounding very calm and composed today. Are you worried?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Why are you worried?
Well, I mean, I don't think it's looking very good for us, first of all. So, yeah, that's why I'm worried. We've seen the first friendly game. We probably will have another one. But as much as it was better than what we had before, our previous coach was sacked for this new one, I still don't think we are really World Cup ready. Yeah.
Obviously, the coach is World Cup ready because he's had so much experience together with his assistant, Roger Dessar. The big question here, Gary, might be the other way around. Was the firing of the previous coach a little too late in the coming? And was the appointment equally the same? Because we're just, a couple of weeks to go before World Cup. That was a big, big decision to make.
Yeah, the previous coach was fired with 72, 73 days to go. That was cutting it really thin, wasn't it? The new coach, yesterday, we had a friendly match, and, it was very clear against Wales, and it was very clear that if this coach had even had one game, Robert, one game, he definitely would not have picked some of the guys that are in the final 26-man squad.
Are you serious?
So that's the one. Yes.
Like who?
I mean, it was clear. I would say Kwesi Sibo, this midfielder called Kwesi Sibo.
Mm-hmm.
Not good enough. And there's Kamaldeen Sulemana as well. He's been given chance upon chance. This is going to be his second World Cup. And if you asked the honest Ghanaian football fan, he plays for Atalanta. He was supposed to be the guy who was supposed to be the heir after, what's his name, the Nigerian left, Ademola Lookman left. He was supposed to be the one to take the mantle. He has not at club level. And even though he's going for his second World Cup, he is not it, So yeah, it's a bit problematic for us, But the second thing is we are also very, very unfortunate, Robert, because we are having an injury crisis galore. Literally 3 days ago, our best defender in the team got injured and has been ruled out. Literally 3 days ago. That is in addition to arguably our best player, Kudus Mohammed, also injured and not making the World Cup. Then, yeah, exactly, sure.
I'm shocked. I mean, I'm a big Kudus fan, so I was looking forward to him being in action. The World Cup stage is his stage.
Yeah. He showed it in 2022, and it was definitely going to be 2026 was going to be his World Cup, But yeah, and a couple of other names that might not stand out to your listeners, but we have injury problems with some of them as well. Some of them are half fit. One of our most promising defenders is just back from injury like 2 weeks ago. His name is Abdul Mumain. Thomas Partey, also arguably one of our best players, also just came back from injury just about 5 weeks ago. He's barely had playing time for his club also. And yesterday, his rustiness really, really, really showed. So yeah, we are just hoping and believing that even as underdogs, maybe our opponents are going to underrate us and we are going to show something. But to be very honest, any Ghanaian football fan who has watched the team forensically will tell you that we need to keep our hopes low. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, it sounds like a hospital ward that you're talking about, to an emergency unit of players coming in and out. But then given the wily coach here, Gary, of Carlos Queiroz, I mean, he knows now what he's up against, and he knows that it's not an easy task. It's not the first time he coaches an African nation. I mean, his strongest possible squad, you've mentioned those that are out, the loss of Kudus being one of them. They'll miss their creativity. I'm sure they're going to miss the attacking threat. They're going to miss the defensive experience from just what you've said now.
Yes. So in each major area of the team, we have lost at least one very good player. But then, I mean, as anybody who has watched football will tell you, it is the opportunity for somebody else who is unheralded to pick the spot and make it his own, isn't it? So yesterday's friendly match also opened some very interesting revelations, if you like. So in place of Alexander Jiku, who plays for Fenerbahce, who is arguably our most important defender, who got injured. No, he plays in Russia, sorry. He has been injured. Came another Turkish-based player who suddenly had a really good performance. His name is Jerome Opoku. So, I mean, for the more nerdy listeners that you've got, you might want to write his name down. Very tall, very composed. He may make this his World Cup. And from what we saw yesterday, and even from previous Black Stars games, he's a sort who doesn't make noise. He just comes in. Those national team players who just come, do their job and go. He's like that. So maybe this may be the time we may see more of him. And then in midfield, we have a couple of names, especially, definitely right, the guy who scored Ghana's goal yesterday. His name is Caleb Range. He plays for Norgeland. That's the same club that has produced, arguably, maybe 5 players. They have a knack for producing very good players for Ghana's national team. So he's the latest in the production line. His name is Caleb Renchi. He wears the number 3 jersey, and I would want your listeners to look out for him. So yeah, there are a couple of them like that they should absolutely look out for. Then the defender I mentioned, Jerome Opoku, right? Mm-hmm. He wears number 18. So look out for him. He may yet be the unsung hero. And then for our goalkeepers, we have had a very interesting fight going on, Robert, because guess what? Mm-hmm. The last time Ghana fielded a goalkeeper from our local Premier League is a very long time ago. In a World Cup or in any major competition, it's a very long time ago. And you and I have discussed it before. Ghana is one of those nations that, for good or bad, we seem to love our foreign-based players as against the local-based players. So we typically don't respect our locally based players. But for the past 6 months to 8 months, our number one goalkeeper has been a locally based player called Benjamin Asari, right? And he wears, let me check his jersey number so that you look out for him. 16? He wears number 16, exactly. So now the foreign-based player who has been fighting him for the spot, I mean, from a quality point of view, was given a chance yesterday. And Robert, he produced a 9/10 yesterday.
Hey, is that Lawrence Atizigi?
Lawrence Atizigi. People don't like him because he plays in a league where his club concedes a lot of goals, but he's a good goalkeeper. Now, the locally based player, for some reason, does not concede goals.
Oh.
So it's just up to, but it's a good conundrum to have, you know. So we have the Swiss-based keeper, Lawrence Atizigi, who had a fantastic showing yesterday against the locally based player who was also fielded in the second half and conceded yesterday. So the goalkeeper's trainer and the coach have it. So it's going to be an interesting battle in the sticks as well. And yeah, these are some of the subplots in the Ghana team.
I was going to say, I'm glad for that, though, because, you know, for all of the problems that you guys are said to be having, I was quite impressed, though, because Ghana had more shots on target than did Wales. But that's a story for another day. Yeah. I've got literally a minute left, and I can't let you go, Gas, without asking about Thomas Partey. Now, I know English media are crazy people. They like to sensationalize anything and everything. And they're talking about the handshake. They must exclude Thomas Partey. Now it's up to Ghana to handle it in a different way. I mean, what do you make of this madness?
I mean, I don't think that if Thomas Partey does not shake the hands of the English players, he's going to die, is he? So it's their problem, not ours.
No, but I'm going to say then Ghana should just make a decision and say that they're going to shake each other's hands. That if there's a problem from the other side, then leave them out.
I mean, if the English players don't shake Thomas Partey's hand, is he gonna get a disease? Is he gonna die? No, that's their problem, not ours.
Did they exclude Ryan Giggs at some point from calling him a hero?
Exactly. Robert, that's their problem, not ours. Maybe even when he plays, they should allow him to score a goal because they don't like him so much. We are going to thank him.
Gary L. Smith, when do you vamoose out of Ghana and head off to this madness called the World Cup?
Yeah, God willing, in about a week. Yeah. Our first match is on the 17th, much later than yours because you play on the 11th. We play 6 days after you guys, so a week's time will be fine for me to start prepping in the United States.
And that's Ghana up against Panama, right?
Yes, Ghana, Panama. Yes, 17th.
Good luck, man. Good luck to Ghana. Good luck to all the African nations, I should say, even South Africa included. Sure. The pressure of the opening game. Looking forward to us having a banter now and again. I know you're going to have a very busy schedule, but we're all here for your energy and your wisdom, Gary L. Smith. And I thank you once again, man.
Thank you.
Ngiyabonga cool. Gary L. Smith, football journalist and analyst there, doing work for Sporty TV, coming to us live from Ghana. My goodness, what drama, what sensation. But like I always say, guys, you get it right here on hashtag MSW. And if you haven't heard that, Shield is now Rexona, a brand that you've trusted for many years, is stepping forward with a bold new name. It's pronounced Rexona. Simple, strong, and easy to remember. The new name comes with a fresh new look and also advanced body heat technology, so it gets to work every time you move, keeping you feeling very, very confident all day. A proud partner of Bafana Bafana, as well as Banyana Rexona. It won't let you down. That was the World Cup update on MSW, powered by Rexona. It won't let you down.
Hashtag MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. Hashtag MSW.
stop paying monthly banking fees. Rather, invest them in the world's best companies. That's right. Standard Bank lets you become an investor. A cool one who loves sneakers. No need to know about stocks and shares. Simply open a Standard Bank private account and use your monthly banking fees to invest with Shift. So don't just shop sneakers. Invest in the companies who make them. Offer valid for limited time only. Standard Bank is the official partner of national football teams and an authorized FSP and registered credit provider. T's and C's apply.
At Pick n Pay, we have fresh for every day at great value. Get no-name fresh chicken portions 10s for only 64 Rand 99 per kilogram. Pork pack for only 69 Rand 99 per kilogram. And Smart Shoppers get 900 gram Danone Nutri-Day yogurt and 750 gram Pick n Pay muesli, both for only 100 Rand. So, drop into your nearest Pick n Pay every day for more great deals. Valid 1 to 7 June. In-store, online and on Pick n Pay ASAP. T's and C's apply.
You're not ordinary, right? So why not bet with the extraordinary? Bet on Lotto Star. Lotto Star offers world-renowned lotteries, quick games, real rush slot games, scratch card games, and live games. You could win payouts of up to 75 million Rand instantly. Bet now on lottostar.co.za. Your world of live games awaits. Lotto Star is licensed by the Mpumalanga Economic Regulator. No under 18. NRGP 0800 006 008. T's and C's apply. All games are fixed odds betting events.
Hey, Chap, you know most football games have half-time, full-time, and extra time.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? The fish and chip company has Laduma time.
Oh, what's that?
That's the time straight after the game when you are really hungry and you go to the fish and chip company for their Laduma #1 meal. A small Russian chips and a 300ml body for only 39 Rand 90. Plus, you stand a chance to win one of 5 50-inch Samsung Smart TVs.
Laduma, let's go. The fish and chip company.
Fresh, hot, and a lot.
Andile's home for the holidays.
Andile!
Mom's difficult to please.
Yeah.
But he brought the big box of her favorite assorted.
Wait.
Now Dad's feeling left out. But Andile came through with 3 extra TV channels.
Wait.
Now Uncle wants airtime, Cousin wants sneakers, and Auntie wants a weave. But everyone gets something because Andile got money in minutes. Turn Achnia into Awe with a fast loan. Wonga. Money in minutes. Wonga.co.za. A registered credit provider. T's and C's apply.
It's that time of the year. Sore throats, congestion, wet and dry coughs, pain and fever. For trusted relief for you and your family, ask your pharmacist to recommend a winter survival pack from the Adcock Ingram OTC range. With products like Medikil A, Expigen, Corenza Parac, Adconapamol, Dilinct Junior and more, we have you covered this winter. Remember, Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Of course, they refused the visa, but they give no reason.
Now joining us is former Banyana team manager, Fran Hilton Smith.
I'd like to say to Mr. Denito Retan, sir, this is my message to you. A great dancer will know when to leave the stage.
No matter how good you are, if you stay for too long, you spoil it. A good dancer must know when to leave the stage.
I don't know, we got the former Banyana team manager here on the line. You heard that, Fran Hilton Smith, that voice note.
I've learned in life, in football, in politics, there are untouchables and not many repercussions. So I see now that 3 additional people have been added to assist with the administration.
#MSW. #MSW. Marawa Sports Worldwide. Uncomfortable conversations.
Well, it's clear. I'm responsible. I'm the coach.
Necessary truths.
Don't you just off, in my opinion.
#MSW.
Rob, and good evening to Doc. Great victory by Milford. I've always said that team is Umjablis Mkhize. What a player. Have there been any inquiries from PSL teams? Because that boy, irrespective of whether the team gets promoted or not, he deserves to be playing at the highest level. Thank you so much.
Good evening, Robert. The man here. Congratulations to Milford Football Club. And listening to their coach while interviewed, he was asked, when do you see the boys? He says, sometimes when I'm off, I make time to go and check on them. But they do the work on their own. Robert, it shows dedication. And I'd like to wish for Milford to qualify and be in the bad way. Those boys are young and they are not afraid, Robert, to display. They play brilliant soccer. They outclassed Magezi in all departments. Good show as always.
Wednesday nights, soccer nights, your nights.
Yeah, that conversation had to do with Milford beating Magesi by a 1-0 scored in the 95th minute. I guess the favourites are tumbling just as it's happening. I dare say if you're following what's happening in the French Open with world number one Arina Sabalenka's loss, there's going to be no former major champion left in both the men and the women's semi-final. And according to ESPN, they were saying that it's the last time this happened in a major. Was back in 1977. I don't even know if the coach was born yet in 1977. He's a pretty young coach in the Bedway Premiership. And, you talk about what he's achieved this past season, from uncertainty and survival fears to stability belief. And also a season that kind of ended with pride when Siwelele FC emerged from one of South African football's biggest transitions. A lot of people were wondering whether the club could successfully navigate the storm, the new coach inheriting a squad carrying the big scars of relegation battle, a team that was without proper preseason, remember, and also a club caught between two provinces as it prepared for its return to the football heartland of Bloemfontein. Now, 7 matches without a victory to start the season. Now, in a different province, 6 games without a win. He was going to be fired. That's 6 defeats, 1 draw. He was going to be gone if he was in a different province of Quebec. Oh, that's pressure, guys. It was immense. I mean, the questions remained relentless, and the doubters growing louder by the week. But amid all the uncertainty, though, stood a man who refused to panic. I mean, a coach who understood that before tactics and formations could work, confidence had to be restored. A coach who listened to his players, rebuilt their belief, and helped transform a traumatized squad into one that's capable of competing again. All right, so let's dive straight into it here. Siwelele FC coach Lehlohonolo Seema in the flesh. Good evening and welcome to the show.
Good evening, Rob, and good evening to the shareholders, Rob.
Good to see you in person.
Thank you very much, Rob. Last time I was here, we were talking through the networks.
I know, I was down in the kingdom then. But I'm glad that I'm here because I always love our football conversations. I did say on social media that no fight regarding relegation, also no top 8. But regardless, you brought stability in what was a very difficult transition for a team. I mentioned if you go that number of games anywhere else, that is disaster, but you survived. And I think 10th position is a very, very healthy place to be for a new formation. What's your take?
Thank you, Rob. Firstly, let me add on what you have just said now. First week of the season, we're pushing 1. Yeah?
Yes.
I still have that lock somewhere in my house.
You framed as I hope.
And then after 15 games, we are pushing number 11 halfway the season.
Yeah.
And now, come the end of the season, we are pushing 10. It showed. First round we got 16 points. And second round we got 21 points, 5 better than what we got first round. It showed that there was something good was happening, and it purely straightforward that it is because now the players understood me better, understood how we want to do, how we're working, and they could take what we are trying to do. And no team in the Betway Premiership can say, as much as we were given the relegation candidate tag, we gladly welcomed it. No team in the Premiership can say they have taken 6 points from us.
Sure.
That means either we drew first round or we lost, but second round either we took points or we drew again. So that shows that, Rob, that was a steady build-up towards what we were building, and credit must go to the players because I really dived in very quickly. I had to, because my mandate was clear from the chairman and CEO that, look, this next season, this team must be there. And when we were doing that, we were playing between We're using 3 venues, Rob. We played one at home.
Yeah.
We have lost 2 games. But one, we played in Pretoria at Atteridgeville. That was the first and the last.
Lucas Masterpieces Moripe Stadium.
Thank you very much, Rob.
But your players said to you as a coach, please don't take us back to that place. Why?
Immediately after that, and I literally rushed to chairman, and then he had me. Dr. Mulimela, we won 4 games, we drew 5, we lost 0. Toyota Stadium, we won 3 games, drew 1, and lost 1. That shows how strong home base is. We have to, as soon as my chairman is ready, we will work. He's working on it, I know, tirelessly, because these are the stats that he's got, and he's quite aware that we need to make sure that we go and have the home base, because the trips that we are taking, it's too much, and it's taking a lot from the players. But yeah. We are soldiering on, Braro, because there are a lot of people that are believing in us, that are following us. And when you talk about Siwelele, you cannot talk about them without mentioning our heartbeat. They were our supporters, Braro.
Let me go back to the Lucas Masterpieces Moripe Stadium issue. What was it from the players that they were saying to you that they can't be able to play in that game? I know you mentioned in one of your press conferences the issue of some trauma that was there, because you also inherited players from Supersport United who did not believe what had happened to them. So mentally there were things that were going on. Just give us a behind the scenes look at what that was about.
Now, Robbie, you put the nice word, the big word there I can take is trauma. And in football, you're as good as your last game. And I was not there. I don't know what happened, but when the players that you are working with week in, week out, every day, they say to you, Coach, we can't even remember when was the last time we won games here. And mentally, psychologically, I could tell that these guys, whenever we're going there, they have already given up. And we tried to tell them that some games we are playing away, and there'll be teams that are taking us to the same venue. But they said, Coach, if it's a team that is taking us there, it's better than when it's our home game, because there really we have been traumatized in that field. So chairman had me, and we played the game there. There was one team that took us there. Yeah. There were about, how many goals were there? I stopped counting at some stage. And
that one.
But it was a good fight, because there were a lot of positives that came out from that game. As much as we lost, we're still saying we are sorry to our supporters that to lose with that big margin like that.
7-4.
7-4. But the fight.
Was that a real game, though?
And it was a real game. It was on the touchline, though, Rob. I was there. And
so you can say it to me, looking at me in the eye, that there was no mshiga in that game.
There is no mshiga at all, because we respect football. We respect our supporters. People must respect us also. Players respect themselves. Our chairman and CEO, they are very, very respectable people, business people. That is why 5-1 against the African champions, Mamelodi Sundowns, people were picking, and then I'm sure a lot of people's lips were torn apart, because everyone thought the game was out.
You're talking about the betting people.
I don't know how to. I'm just saying the slips.
The slips,
so
you don't buy bread using a slip at a stadium.
You can, but there's coupons, Brabi?
No, but you said slips.
Okay.
I listened very carefully.
Now, okay. Hollywood bets. I saw some things there, so that is why I spoke about that. But we had to come back second half. It was a good second half, and we're the team that scored a lot of goals against Mamelodi Sundowns. This season, it's unrealistic that when you say I've scored 4 goals but I did not win the match. So there were a lot of positives from there. And then we said, from this game, we can see that we can actually win games from Atteridgeville.
Tell me about interference or non-interference, because we've seen a lot of teams where we were able to trace a phone call from the presidential suite to the bench, and then within 2 minutes a player stands up and goes and warms up. You've put it on record that at Siwelele you've had no such a challenge. All the technical decisions have been your technical decisions. Can you reassure us that from a management perspective, nobody's interfered in Coach Seema's job?
Let me shock you before I answer your question, Brother Rob. How long have I been in this coaching quite some time, few days, ne? Yeah, I can't say long. Can you clap hands for me, Brother Rob? I'll tell you why.
Oh, okay. Let's put there's cameramen in here. Let's all clap for you. Okay, guys. 1, 2, 3, go.
Thank you, Brother Rob. I'll tell you now why.
I'm listening.
It's the first time with my 3 days in coaching that I've been in this league.
Yeah.
That I've started match number 1 and finished match number 30. Without leaving the club. However, I'm saying I'm still short with one thing. I'm still yet to start the preseason with the team and start match number 1 to number 30. Having said that, to answer your question, I must say my head is off for my chairman and the CEO. I can tell you, Bra Rob, not even once, and even after when they said, yo, coach, when we saw your lineup, hey, we were doubtful. But after the game, and when they see how the players are applying themselves, they'll say, no, you really know what you're doing, and then you choose the players on merit. But to answer your question straightforward, not even once, Barob. I want to say to them, chairman and CEO, I thank them. There have never been any interference.
So again, because I'm ready to clap for you again, are you willing to put on record and say it's the first time in your coaching career that you've started a season, ended a season without anybody interfering with your work?
It's the first time.
Don't change my wording.
My chairman and CEO,
yes,
they have never interfered, and I've finished the season.
You're talking this past season.
This past season.
But I'm saying then, conversely, are you saying it's the first time in your coaching career where they have not interfered with your work?
Can't remember, brother, what happened in the past, because some of them is the painful scenario. So
you've got a good memory, coach. You've got a good memory. You remember.
Now we are on holidays, so my memory already is locked. That's for sure. Today I just switched it on because I came straight to you, but I can't remember some of the things that happened.
You sound like the Zondo Commission. I can't remember. You sound like the Madlanga Commission. I can't remember. But I know you can remember.
Let me drink water so that I can look like that commission.
And sweat a bit.
Good evening, Mr. Marawa. Oroni Masikane from Orange Farm. Mr. Marawa, I have a question for Coach Lehlohonolo Seema. I think it's 3 questions. He had a season, he had a fantastic season, but I just want to know from him, what was his toughest game this season? And what was his best game this season, and who impressed him most this season? Great show as always, Mr. Marawa. Bye.
Great questions. Who impressed you the most? Was your most toughest game of the season? Quick response to that.
Rob, this was a difficult season for us, and all the games that we have won, they really came through, all of them. The games that we have all got the points, including the 1 point, because at some stage people were calling us troyers. Even our supporters were getting somehow frustrated. But I said to the guys, I said, let me tell you guys, when we started here, we were beaten by everybody. But now let's start to make sure that if we cannot win it, let us not lose it. And look, Magezi and Obi is relegated now, but they have beaten us first round. Magezi now is playing the playoffs. They have beaten us. We had to stop that. And I want to say to the players, I really appreciate what they were doing, because we had to work very hard to make sure that we. And other than that, I want to.
So you're saying that Orbit beat you guys?
Yeah, they have beaten us, Obi. They've taken 3 points from us.
So what did you make of their last game of the season?
I didn't watch. I saw the results because I was engaged also. So I didn't get to see, because it was the last game. Why would I want to watch them?
There's highlights. There's
I don't even. After the last game, I had to do a lot of reports, Rob. That is why I was busy and
but if you had to prepare, if your first match day next season is against Orlando Pirates, then what are you going to do
I'm going to prepare that, Rob. That will find me prepared, rest assured.
Are you sure?
Yes, Rob.
All right, let me go get a lie detector test.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live. The same time. #MSW.
As winter settles across South Africa, more families are struggling to maintain food security. Rising fuel costs and high food prices are placing enormous pressure on vulnerable households. Food Forward SA needs your help. Every contribution you make helps provide meals to communities facing hunger and hardship this winter. At just 47 cents a meal, your 50 Rand donation can provide 100 meals. Visit foodforwardsa.org, click donate, and make your contribution today.
It's another girl!
Families multiply, fees shouldn't. With Ultimate Banking, you get support for every chapter. Get discounted banking for your spouse and give each of your children a head start with a Mega U account. Because as your family grows, your banking should keep up. Apply online. Your story matters. ABSA. Terms and conditions apply. ABSA is an authorized financial services provider.
Joburg is more than just a city. It's an energy, a pulse, and a feeling connecting everybody. The heart of Mzansi. It's Joburg, you know? In celebration of this, 702 has partnered with Jozi My Jozi, and we're calling on you to walk through the city center with us.
Walk the talk.
In the 702 Jozi My Jozi Walk the Talk. Babize bonke. On Sunday, 26 July, we're going to the iconic Joburg CBD, the home of dream creators and operators, where we dominate and history make. So join us and be a part of something special.
I'm ready to rock this book.
Because when Joburg walks together, extraordinary things happen. Enter now on primediaplus.com and get ready for 702 Jozi My Jozi Walk the Talk this July, hosted by the city of Johannesburg. Walk with the people, for the people, for our Jozi. Babize bonke. Enter Walk the Talk now on primediaplus.com.
Chamberlain is now in the 4th generation and at 10 locations throughout Gauteng. Our differentiator is our long-serving and loyal staff, available and knowledgeable. Can we help you? Big on stock, strong on service, built on values. Chamberlain, famous for hardware since 1903.
Mom, I know what I want to be when I grow up.
Oh, really?
I want to be an astronaut.
An astronaut? Aren't you aiming a little high?
Well, that's where you come in. I need you to buy me Pediasure. It has 27 vitamins and minerals to support my growth so that I hit all the milestones, and it's scientifically proven.
Okay, Miss Clever. Where can I buy Pediasure?
It's available at pharmacies and retailers in South Africa.
Pediasure by Abbott. Approved by kids to fuel their dreams.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Of course, they refused the visa, but they give no reason.
Now joining us is former Banyana team manager Fran Hilton-Smith. We knew months ago, Fran Hilton-Smith, that we are going to the World Cup. Our qualification would have said so. We all knew that the head coach was still going to be the head coach. We all knew that the assistant coach was still going to be the assistant coach. Nothing was going to change because they're the ones that got us to the World Cup. Surely that's when things should begin.
Absolutely. It's the priority and getting everything in place to ensure that the team leaves. It's very destabilizing, and it's quite hard to accept. I know it's been said the American embassy is difficult. I never worked with any embassy that wasn't difficult. It's just par for the course.
You need the visa.
#MSW. #MSW.
Good evening, Rob, and good evening to Coach Lehlohonolo Seema. Coach, great season. But I want to find out from you, Coach, what was going through your mind in terms of deciding to fight to maintain the status of the club in the first season, but also balancing that with the introduction of some of the exciting youngsters that some of us were fortunate to watch at the amateur level, Abu Buhlali Mwatu, Ushuga, Umanelisi, Mazibuko, Lazolamako, and Kusheshe. I want to hear your views around that, and thank you so much for giving the young talent an opportunity to play at the highest level. As a huge fan of development football, thank you so much.
Tebogo, thank you so much, Coach.
Rob, first of all, I have never doubted my abilities, and I've got the track record that it's either I'll be called when the team is struggling, and then we'll be able to survive or save some team that you mentioned about.
But that's what I've always fought you about, to say these club managers and chairmen are disrespectful towards you because they call you when the damage is done, then you rescue, and then they still have the audacity to fire you after that.
Yeah, no, like I said to you, I can't remember things that happened before. But coming to his point, to be where I am today, Brarom, sitting in front of you like this, somebody took a chance with me as a player, and somebody took a chance with me to give me an opportunity to be the coach. And why not? If you have in that platform so that you see a talent there, and then they just need these young boys. They just need to be supported, and you have believe in them and guide them and make sure that they are able to play within the structure. But I knew that was going to happen. We started training with these DDC players. I spoke to Coach Godfrey, and thanks to him because he did a marvelous job. And I said to him, these guys, can you give them to me so that they train with us, the first team, and then they just go there and play with DDC, because I could tell that I had a lot of experienced players who are advanced in their careers. And the way I had to do things, I knew that their bodies were not going to cope until the 30th game.
Yeah.
So I knew that at some point there will be loss of form, injuries, and some other things. So I will have to call upon the youngsters. So really, that is why it was not difficult for me to put them in, because I've been working with them and I've seen them, and then they are training with us. They knew already they are the senior players. And credit must go to all the senior players, because at times you find when you promote, especially when you promote a lot like that, you find resistance from the experienced players, because they say, hey, they are coming for our positions, but they embrace them and they really guided them very well. That is how I found the balance, Rob, and I must say, credit must go to the players.
All right, I've got a couple of questions that are coming through on the YouTube channel. I'll get to them in just a second. Also, lots on the voice notes. So it does show, Coach, that people love the work that you're doing. They're watching the games and they want to get involved in the conversation. Let me take a big supporter of Kaizer Chiefs down in Naturina, White Shangan. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Marawa. How are you this evening?
Have you got your visa?
I've got my visa. I'm leaving on Friday, Mr. Marawa, thanks to you.
Off to the United States of America, man, in Mexico.
Mexico, going to support my lovely, lovely Bafana.
Love that. Are you supporting Coach Seema as well?
I am supporting him. I've got two questions for him.
Go ahead.
The first question, what does he think of this Betway that was just completed, the standard of the Betway? And then the second question, what does he think of the selection of Bafana? If he was part of the selection, who would he have had in the team? What would he have improved in our Bafana team? Those are my questions, Mr. Marawa.
Right, beautiful one. Thank you so much. White Shangan, travel safely. Maybe let's deal with the second one. If you were part of the selection team within Bafana, would you have changed anything?
I think, Braro, it will be unfair to comment about the current squad. But what I'm saying is I'll have the 26 players that will represent the team. So I believe in the technical team and the coach. So I don't want us to be debating. For now, it's for us to support the team that has traveled, and coach has proven. He has brought that, and we have seen him starting and then going, and we can only support at the moment. And I believe
Can I make it easier for you so that you don't comment on the 26 that are going, the 6 that were left behind? Would you have included any one of them to be amongst the 26?
I'm happy that I had. If it is true that the Minister of Sports is taking them along, and I think
they're going to watch to be part of the 26.
Which is good, because we've got players that are sitting on the bench, they are watching.
Yeah.
So supporting, being there, physically is even stronger.
For one game.
For one game. because they'll leave their spirit there and they'll come back and they'll have flown also and be in the stadium physically. That is very important. The one thing that we must understand is football is a team sport, and the team spirit is vital, and the vibe in the dressing room, the chemistry that is happening, it's always being ignored, and that's where the downfall is. And let me tell you one thing. In a lot of teams, that what I've seen is that we neglect preparations, and that's where we fail. And preparations is key. So those people, they prepared with them. I can tell you that, Rob, they're going to put extra gas in the team that will be representing.
Bulelani Gijana says on the YouTube channel, he says, ask Coach Seema about Mashiane, Zwane, Lipasa, Sekhuta. He says they are quality players, but they are struggling to play at Siwelele. Any major reason? I know that from a Sekhuta perspective, I mean, he had to recover. We all know that he had gone to rehab, etc. But he, if I'm not mistaken, he got his debut goal nice and early in January.
That's for sure, bro, Rob. That is what we are avoiding now with my chairman, that we need to go early in and check and look at the players, and he's helping me a lot in that aspect, and with our scouting team that we have. I'll go individually now. Sekhuta, everybody deserves a second chance. I won't say much about him, and he showed that is why we know his talent, we know his abilities. That is why the first match he played after he joined us, and after that, you could see that he's the guy that hasn't been playing for long, and then he started struggling. Like I've said to you, that the intensity that I was using at training there, because I had to make sure that we are a team that everybody's counting 6 points from, but we need to make it difficult for the players. So I had to be patient with them, and then as soon as I saw that there were some struggling players there, and especially because I'm the kind of coach that selects the team on merits from training. Coming to Zakes is one of the guys that experienced players, Ulpasa, and is a guy that likes to score goals. He's the guy that is always positive. He's got a big heart. And I said to him, look, it's been long that he hasn't been playing. And I had some talks with him, he understands, and also his injury did not make things easier for him. And then he has been working hard since. That is why after we signed him, I saw him for the first game, I put in the first game, and then I told him, for the next 6 months, we're going to work on you so that we can make sure that we strengthen whatever he had a problem in there. And then he worked hard, and then towards December, we took him to Richards Bay, he played against Richards Bay also. But like I've said, some of the things, the intensity, the way the games were coming from when playing Wednesday weekend, sometimes when you have not adjusted properly, they started to get those struggling. But we had private chats also. He knows where he is, what he needs to do, and then we'll see him back in the field. Mashiane and Zwane, good players. Anybody could love to have them. They are young guys that are very, very, they are good players with a lot of potential, however.
And natural talent.
That's most of the South African players. You just need, that is why I said, you just need to make sure that conditioned, they are well, they are focused, they are disciplined, and they can play within the structure, because South Africa don't have to teach them how to play football. However, I said to them also, they're in a similar position that they haven't been playing, they haven't getting game time where they were in their previous club. And then when they come here, they came to a place where I was looking for players that are ready. Unfortunately, it took them long. And because we loved them, we liked them, we know their potential, we gave them opportunity, but I had to make sure that I have a balance of winning games while I'm giving people opportunity, but I must balance games. And I spoke with them. I called them in my office, both of them. They know what I say to them. You have their number or you meet them somewhere, ask them, and I said straight to them, and hopefully they took my words, and hopefully I can meet to them.
I don't have your time to phone them. What did you say to them?
That one, I'm still not going to say it because it was between me and them. But they know that next time when I can meet them and they're available, I'll take them.
Did you stress to them that reputation counts for nothing?
They know. That is why I said, it's like you are there. I spoke to them because I said, unfortunately,
so are you agreeing with me?
We are living in a social media times. Yeah. And sometimes, as supporters, as fans, we have our favorites. And sometimes these youngsters, whenever they see those numbers, they're coming and or numbers hammering coach because they are not playing Robert, they think, then I'm good, but Robert maybe doesn't like me. But Robert is looking at you in the field of play, at training there. You have to be early there. You have to show the coach that you want it. I always told them, my players, that I'm not here to coach your attitude, your commitment, and your discipline. That is not me. I'm here to come and make sure that the team is ready. I'm preparing the team for the match. So a lot of our players are struggling with what they hear outside, and they come with it at training. You'll see some players coming and say, just because he was in the front page or he was, and I'm not saying them, but I'm saying in general, there are a lot of things that are happening, and that is why our players, they will forever remain as potentials. And then,
so help me out here, Coach. Also, the very limited time that we do have. How many players are you going to be putting on the market? Just give me a number. Don't name.
The number on top of my head, maybe, let me say more than 10.
You'll put 10 players into the market?
More than 10.
More than 10?
Yes.
Okay. And how many do you plan on buying?
Maybe 7.
How big is your budget?
I don't have a budget. My chairman has got a budget, and I'm sure he's got enough.
So you've got a blank check?
He's got enough. I call it blank check, but I'm kind of a coach that I want the right players, not the informed players.
When are you announcing them?
The right players that are suiting our style of play and the way we want to move forward. The chairman will be doing that because he's still talking with some of them, and then some of them are not even in the country, so we'll have to engage with them.
Oh, you're importing? From which country?
In the world.
The world is big, sir.
The world is big. That means it is very, 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 very big in terms of scouting.
Is DR Congo one of them?
DR Congo.
Oh, it's too big. Okay, let's leave that one.
Yeah.
Let me also ask, what about you? Is your contract sorted?
Yeah, it's sorted, Darrow.
You hesitated there.
Because I told you the first interview I was here, I told you that I'll be in this club for the next coming 3 years.
So it's still you're going into your second season of
I'm going into my second season, yes.
You look like someone who was given a big bonus. You look happy. For the first time in a long time, I see you happy.
I was given a big support. There was no bonus, I can tell you. There was a big support.
I bet you got a good bonus.
And love. That was shown behind me from the supporters, from
Look at me straight in the eye, Coach Seema, and deny the fact that you got a big bonus.
Let me drink water, but I can tell you there was no bonus. It's a bit hot here. May I?
It's your show, sir.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, anyone that's watching on the YouTube channel, you saw that water just...
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Going against
the grain. Definitely, Rob, maybe it's still coming. My chairman, I'm sure, and the CEO, they are listening.
Yeah.
If you say that we deserve a bonus, it's not only me, because I was not alone. It's my technical team, my players, everybody, the groundsmen, the drivers. I think everybody that pushed this Siwelele season deserves a bonus. If I was to get the bonus, I will ask chairman to give everybody that was part of this team. Very
selfless of you. I can see the budgets have bulged. You even have videographers now that you never had before. So, we see, we watch, and we give praise that Siwelele, even at 2:30 this afternoon, you put up our e-card to say that you're coming onto the show. Those are things, as I say, I observe, and then I come here and I give you praise. I've never seen you this happy in a very long time. May that happiness continue, sir, because the football you are giving us is football that we love and football that we've dreamt of, and I'm glad you are the man in the middle of it all.
Thank you very much.
Where are you going on holiday?
I'll be drinking water. Can I continue?
Where are you going? Where are you going?
I'm going to the water.
In Lesotho?
Yes, the Mountain Kingdom, the only country that is surrounded.
Is it not frozen now?
It's very frozen now, and my birthday is coming next week, so I'll have to be in the Mountain Kingdom to make sure that I celebrate it there. It's always nice.
How old are you turning?
How old? I've seen that the coach is Europe, they are 40s. EPL is going to be very nice. So if I'm somewhere in 40s, that means I'm still in the right track. But
40s still.
40s, yeah, 40s.
You sure you changed after the football age?
The Rob, I can't even remember. I told you that long times, Rav. My parents told me that you'll be in 40s somewhere in 2026.
A very happy man. I'd love to see it. We're going to chat to you in just before the brand new season, before you go into pre-season. Thanks for a great season overall, and have a super deserved break, Baba. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, Darov. Thank you, and to your listeners also. I'm always welcome here. Thank you.
Proudly brought to you by Hollywood Bets.
The thrill, the drama, the action. Play the game again. Marama Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets. #MSW.